found this black glove by the body of that beautiful young schoolgirl.
The psychopath who did this must never have known compassion or empathy or love in his entire miserable life.
Gentlemen, I no longer intend to bring this monster to justice. I'm going to carry him straight to hell.
Welcome back to Dead End Drive-In. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by Dirk and Darren of Subjective Perspective Collective. Gentlemen, how are you two doing?
Oh, pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, looking forward to this one.
Got the belly full over Thanksgiving and shit at the Golden Corral.
There you go. Yeah, I went out too. I actually went to a local diner that was quite good. Actually, it was a Greek diner. And
it's better, ain't it? Like no prep, no cleanup.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for the person making the meal. So I kind of prefer going out now as I'm older. And we're also joined by my region-free buddy Stone Gassman. How's it going?
What's up? I'm doing awesome. Mm-hmm.
That's good to hear. I hope everybody is fully stuffed. And yeah, we haven't done one of these for a while. I was away for a while. It felt like we were always it's been a minute since we've done a Dead End Drive-In, so I'm glad to be back.
We're gonna have to bang another one out too.
Try and definitely get one before Christmas, I'd say.
Yeah, we'll I think we'll probably maybe record a couple back to back that way.
Yeah.
We'll have more for you guys. So it is great being back, and I guess this is the most prestigious episode of Dead End Drive-In.
Yes.
These two films don't feel like that you would actually see these at the drive-in.
Yeah,
maybe
you may have, but yeah, we're a little more classy. I think tonight. So
we cranked it up a notch.
For sure. So
we're drinking fucking wine with our pinkies out and shit.
There you go. Well, you know me, it's always a Monster Energy, but I can do the pinky.
Yeah.
I'll try and remember.
Love those,
but
love those energy drinks. Yeah.
Got some green tea for you. There you go.
There you go. I try and drink more green tea, actually. I've tried to wean off of the energy drinks. There you go. Is that beer, Stone? I don't know what that is. Beer?
No, Summer Breeze Waterloo sparkling water.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We're all over the map today.
Just hope you don't get kidney stones, Dan.
My dad had one, and so it's like I hope I never do. I'm
scary, very scary.
No, not fun. Well, kidney stones. Speaking of kidney stones, that's a good segue into our first movie. So, from director Robert Altman, 1972, we have Images, and in this film, which was originally conceived in the mid-60s, Images concerns a pregnant children's author whose husband may or may not be having an affair. While holidaying in Ireland, her mental state becomes increasingly unstable, resulting in paranoia, hallucinations, and visions of a sinister doppelganger. Yeah. So, Images. So Robert Altman, of course, legendary director, and around this time, he was always kind of known as this guy who kind of reconceived genres. He never made the same movie twice.
Never.
Everything was always different. I mean, McCabe and Mrs. Miller, redefining the Western, or
MASH.
MASH.
MASH, I think, is his masterpiece. Yeah.
MASH is his most famous movie, I think, for sure. But it's the history behind this movie is very strange, because Altman had huge previous success coming off MASH, and McCabe and Mrs. Miller's Brewster McCloud were all, but he struggled to find financing for this one. This was a movie that he really ended up having to raise a lot of money himself, and he ended up shooting on a tiny budget in Ireland. Initially, this was going to be shot in Milano, starring Sophia Loren, but he had all these financing issues.
Whoa.
Wasn't it also planned in Vancouver,
Yeah,
Canada?
Vancouver,
Oh,
Canada.
okay.
Yeah.
he tried to get this made for a very long time, and
Right.
it just and I think it's fair to say it's probably if not the least known of his films, it's certainly towards the bottom. I feel like a lot of people you bring up Images, they don't necessarily know what you're talking about, and you can see
childhood nostalgia for me is Popeye, dude. Like,
Popeye,
yeah.
I adore
Shit.
Popeye.
I mean,
yeah.
Which
is
that
very
was on
misunderstood.
Yeah, it played over and over on HBO back in the day, man.
Popeye is very misunderstood because it's more about, just real quick, it's not so much an adaptation of the cartoon as it is the original Thimble Theater comic from 1919, which Popeye was a supporting character of, and really the oils were the primary characters almost. But also when that was shot in Malta, where they were shipping in boxes of cocaine, apparently it was the most coked up production in the history of movies.
Oh yeah.
The children everywhere is watching this shit.
You know what?
You
I
know
love
what's
it even
wild?
more. I
Those
love
sets
it even
still
more.
stand. The sets from Popeye still stand to this
In
day.
Malta. I need to go there.
Yeah.
I need to go there. That's on my bucket list. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go and step on the Popeye sets.
Right.
And yeah, even in Popeye, it wasn't what people were expecting going in. He doesn't get spinach, I think, until that doesn't come in until
the very end.
And that's how my mother got me to eat my fucking spinach.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know,
how can you dislike a character that uses spinach as a steroid substitute? How can you dislike that? Come on.
Right.
So now Popeye's
You better
the
eat your
new face
spinach.
of
You want to be
horror.
like Popeye. You know?
Yeah.
I think we have 5 or 6 Popeye slasher movies now. So
Popeye, Slayer Man, and
Oh man,
he's evolved over the years. But Images,
didn't David Hemmings have something to do with this as well? Because his company kind of they got hold of the director Altman. He was trying to raise money, but then they released it from David Hemmings' company, which was kind of a small company at the time.
yeah, it's weird that at this time this concept wasn't more embraced. I don't know why. Again, he had a massive hit, or a few massive hits going into this, so you would think, here's your money, do what you want. But
20th Century Fox should have funded this.
It's actually a trilogy of unconnected Altman movies, the women's film trilogy, That Cold Day in the Park from 1969, I believe, and one that I'm very fond of, Three Women from 1977.
Three Women is wonderful. Yep. It's on Criterion now. Yeah.
So are those two got horror elements in them, or are they just straight films like dramas?
Three Women definitely skirts the line, I guess you could say.
Okay.
They have similar themes of obsession and merging identity. The personalities, the nightmarish, surreal shit is in there.
Yeah. Yeah, female madness movies at the time. The Innocents, of course. Let's Scare Jessica to Death, which came out a year before this. Rosemary's Baby, obviously.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
A lot of great movies, and
so that's the book you want.
That looks like a gorgeous book to read. Oh
man, this is it's a hefty book.
Big. Look how
Taylor
big that
Janice. It's got every single every horror film where a woman kind of loses her mind, and all that. Everything's covered in.
What's that? I can't remember that lady's name. She works for Severin too.
Taylor Janice.
That's right. Yeah.
You actually corrected me on that name because I was saying it wrong when we mentioned it on our stream.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's always embarrassing when it's somebody you follow for years and you never were saying the name right. It happened.
Yeah.
But Let's Scare Jessica to Death is actually a very good double feature with this. But well, Dirk, this was your first time watch of Images, right? So
Yeah,
you're coming with a totally fresh perspective. What did you think of Images?
oh man, I really dug it a lot, man. It's like you see the lead, Catherine, the main
Susanna
character.
York, yeah.
So you're kind of like, you kind of know that something is off right out the gate. So it don't really but it still works. You know what I mean? But I got to thinking, like, while I was watching it, and like after I watched the film, I watched it again. So after I watched it again, I was wondering, like, do you think Altman is putting himself in the Catherine character? And this is like a play on everything going on in his world, like the way he's seeing reality and different reality. I don't know. Maybe I'm out there fucking with that shit, but what do y'all think?
I think Stephen King may well have seen this. You know,
sure
for The
he did,
Shining.
yeah.
You think about it, it's got a couple of comparisons to The Shining, where, you know, where the hallucinations and
but it breaks the fourth wall. That's what I mean, though.
Yes.
Catherine
it
breaks
does,
the fourth wall, and it's almost like it's him looking at the audience, fucking smirking and shit. Like, like it's so fucking weird, you know. But
it's like no other film I've ever seen.
And the wind chimes, there is something at the
Yeah.
very beginning, and I always do this, like with these films. At the very beginning of most films, there's something very important, right?
Yeah.
Where you hear her talking, she's saying the children's story, and there's something said about curses, and then I keep seeing these fucking wind chimes through the whole movie, and I'm trying to like put that shit together, because every time you see those chimes, she has like some kind of mental snap, and she changes into somebody else, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a curse or fucking some weird shit, but it's so ambiguous with that shit, you know. You don't really. That's why I love it, though. I dig it.
Oh yeah.
Robert Altman did say in interviews that he didn't consider this a ghost story. He kind of considered it a descent into madness, schizophrenia kind of thing,
right?
And it certainly works. It's funny that you mention, of course, Susanna York, who is amazing,
right?
And he incorporated a lot into the script that wasn't there to accommodate her, because she was pregnant right before filming. So he incorporated that, and he also incorporated her book. Yeah, in the Search for Unicorns.
That's all her. That's all her.
Yeah, and it works so weird. Good.
Yeah. I went back and was like, I wrote that shit down. That's a weird ass. It's like a poem, but it's so weird. Talking about fucking lost unicorns and shit, and
and then it ties in at the end, doesn't it, in that final scene with the jigsaw.
Yeah.
I was reading, I don't know if it's true, but was the little girl in this film, was that her actual daughter?
No, I don't believe
because I was a bit confused.
And I was questioning the daughter too. Like, was that supposed to be her?
Yeah,
well, it's a weird thing, because the daughter's name is Susanna. Is it Susanna or Suzanne?
All the actors share the other character names.
I was going to say,
yes,
it is weird, and that was done for a reason, obviously.
They were on fucking trippy shit back then.
Oh my god, yes.
I mean, they're fucking tripping balls.
I mean, in terms of the story, like, we all know, because I don't want to give too much away for people who haven't seen it with the ending, but we all know how it ends. But when you've watched this now, I've watched it 3 or 4 times, and I still don't know, you know, and that's the beauty of it for me. It doesn't spell it out. But you've got such weird shit with the doppelganger.
That's a creepy
watching her.
Yeah, creepy
shot. Yeah.
Up on the mountain.
Oh,
that is the best shot of the film, with the silhouette when she's looking down and watching her going into the house.
Loved it.
What's the shit to do with the dog? Because that's weird as well.
There's a couple dogs, actually.
Yeah. Is it actually the dog, and he's in bed, like on her bed with her, and he keeps she's like shooing it away all the time, and it's never explained, because a lot of this film is not explained, but there's just really creepy, weird shit like that.
That's why I dig it so much, though, because it's like a puzzle film. You know,
literally a puzzle. I mean,
It
I
is,
mean, they work
yeah.
on a puzzle throughout the movie. I love that transition of the shot from the cliff where we see the house, and then we see the house and the puzzle. I mean,
Yeah.
love that. Yes, yes. And can I let me say that this was my first time watching it too. I had considered doing an audio commentary on it a few years ago for its 50th anniversary because I did a bunch of horror films for October, including like Don't Torture a Duckling and The Possession of Joel Delaney, which is another like rare gem, I think. And I ultimately passed on it, even though I am a fan of Altman's work. I mean, MASH, Nashville, Three Women, Popeye, The Player, even his last film, Prairie Home Companion, brought to you by Ketchup, filled with all natural ingredients. No, I love Altman's work. I love his canvas. I feel like that after he made this film, he's like, I can't make another horror movie. I can't get better than this. I'm glad that he keeps the secrets secret. I'm glad he keeps the mysteries mysterious. I would like to interpret this film almost as like her past selves and her future selves colliding at one juncture point.
Right.
And it's just causing a lot of psychological breakdown, psychological assessments and everything. That's how I kind of looked for it. But I'm just glad it was not ABC 1, 2, 3. This is what's going on and everything. Susanna York, she won Best Actress at Cannes for this movie. And most people, when they think of Susanna York or when they see her, they think of Christopher Reeve's Kryptonian mother in Superman films, where she played opposite Marlon Brando. And she's really good in that. But right before this, she played Jane Eyre opposite George C. Scott. I mean, she was already a well-established, well-respected British actress. And she even goes so far as to appear fully nude, which I was like, oh, whoa. I mean, she is amazing. This is a terrific performance. And just the cinematography, how everything was shot, how everything was lit. I love the cottage. I love the little details in the rooms in the cottage and the Irish countryside and everything. It just this is I need to get that. I need to get that Arrow Blu-ray, even though it's kind of on the expensive side.
It is.
I need to get that.
Yeah.
I think is it like it's like borderline out of print, kind of at this point.
I think it is out of print.
Oh,
I got it a few years back, like 2 or 3 years ago. I want to say I got it on a sale, like £7 or something. But
I need to try to find it on sale. It's going to be hard.
I feel like I've owned this for at least like 7 years, so it's
it came out in 2018. Yeah.
There'll probably be another edition. It's a weird movie because again, like I don't know why it's not better regarded. I love it. And we haven't talked yet about the husband played by René Auberjonois. Who is an Altman regular, but I grew up with him on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He played Odo. Great actor. Very perfect for this. Very much perfect for this. And this is one actually when I revisit it, I like it even more. Altman, again, maybe an acquired taste for a lot of people, but if you're a horror fan, and maybe that's part of it, it's like you don't think of Altman as a horror guy. You just think MASH and The Player and some of these great movies. But this is absolutely a horror film in the truest sense. And Susanna York's scream. Like, my God, you have your TV up. It's piercing. Like, it's just this movie's like one big panic attack, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I think she's amazing.
I like how it transitions shots, like around corners and shit, and like like you'll see like her husband going to the other room, and she's having this conversation with him, and then another guy comes back into the room.
genius. It's absolute
fucking
genius.
creepy as
Considering,
because you're feeling
Like-
what she's feeling. You're like, what the fuck? You know?
yeah,
I know.
I mean, there's a lot of repulsion in there, I think, as well.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
come out a few
Mhm.
years before. I think at the Cannes Film Festival, there was like a 7-minute ovation. And then everyone, when they calmed down, they went into the foyer or what have you. They turned around and said to each other, well, what the fuck did we just see? Even though they loved they loved it, but they were like, they couldn't explain it in any way, shape, or form, and they were talking about it. But
they're blown away, man.
it gives you a, like you say,
completely.
with the puzzle aspect as well. It gives you so many like clues as well with the French lover who died in a plane crash, and she was there to see him off, and you know, and he died pretty much.
The
and it gives you
original-
little crumbs, doesn't it, to go on.
The original British movie poster, it had like an optical illusion of the skull with the woman looking in a mirror. It's called Vanity or something. I can't remember the name of that painting, but it's a pretty old, like, it's not that painting, but it's a take of it.
Right.
They put that on the poster, and it's perfect for the fucking poster for this film in particular. But like Altman loved her so much in a movie called Jane Eyre. Is that what it is?
Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. And he flew to Greece. He had to have her. So he flew all the way to Greece to persuade her. And it was kind of, took some doing to get her. But I don't know what he did, but he made it happen.
It's a great performance. Altman was also heavily inspired by the Ingmar Bergman film Persona from 1966.
Yes.
I was reading. Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
And we haven't even talked about John Williams' score.
Oh my God. When I saw his name pop up, I'm like, oh, here we go. We're going to be in heaven with this movie.
I was watching it, and I started collecting vinyl during lockdown, losing my mind. And I kind of stopped because I just collect too many books and movies to fit. But watching this, I was like, I kind of want to collect vinyl again. Because what an amazing
orchestral type score is amazing. And then you've got I think they brought in a Japanese guy to do all the pan pipes and all that part of the same track as well.
Stomu Yamashita.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that instead of me. But
So
it's got like a weird, it's just got this weird vibe, and like you say, the music just completely adds to it.
He did all these strange, weird instruments, like with the chimes and the bells.
Yeah.
John Williams brought him in for that. So, and it works. It works perfect for the film.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kabuki wood sticks and shit he's using. And, man, he created the haunt. They both did.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Did this bomb in the cinema then? Because I know it wasn't received well by the public, but apparently critically it done very well. There was 2 bad reviews, I think, one with the New York Times, and that completely panned it, and they said, why do you want to, there's no need to go and watch this. But
I did see Siskel and Ebert both gave it 3 stars.
Well, that's pretty good for them, to be honest.
It did have some negative reviews back in the day. Now I think RIP, but if Siskel and Ebert were still around now and watched this, I think it would be one of those ones where it would have gotten a very higher rating.
Oh, Ebert would put it on his great movies list.
Yeah.
Speaking on John Williams, though, man, that he's the second most nominated Academy Awards. He won 54.
Yeah.
I think after Walt Disney, I think Disney is the only one.
Walt Disney's number 1.
Yeah.
He's still alive too.
Yep. Still
is he
doing
really?
scores.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless something just happened, I believe
Altman?
he's still alive. No.
Williams.
Gone.
Yeah.
John Williams is alive. Yeah, it's okay. Like the movie. There you go. It's in your head now.
And Spielberg was using this soundtrack. He was using this as a temp track while he was editing Jaws.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
He used
inspired
this
so many
soundtrack
people.
as a temp track. So I was like, that's fucking awesome.
It inspired so many people. There's a famous comedian, Bill Burr, which I'm sure most people probably know, the big one right now, who talked about this movie somewhere
Recently, right?
Yeah,
On a
he didn't know
podcast.
what it was.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't come up with a name.
Couldn't
But
figure
he
out
was-
what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about images, and it's kind of like the classic that just not a lot of people have seen. So it made sense, I think, to do it tonight because I feel like there's a lot of people that will watch this episode and holy shit, I haven't watched Images, and it's the best. This one is undeniably horror. I don't feel like there's any
it's a lot of
debate.
Yeah.
Like this is just a horror movie, and it's some of the most effective horror. I mean, you know, there's no escape from yourself. I mean, no escape from your own mind. So it does it so well. And Susanna York, beautiful. I'd forgotten that
ravishing.
One of the most creepiest smirks you'll ever see.
Oh,
yeah.
When she's looking deadpan at the fucking audience, you know, like fucking smiling, man. It's so eerie, man, with that score kicking in with it. It's just like, holy shit.
It had not the best release history on physical media. There was a really bad pan and scan VHS that was around for a while, and it's just one of those movies from the 70s that just kind of fell off. Like I think maybe there was a generation that just didn't get the chance to actually check it out, but it's chilling. I feel like being that this is an older Blu-ray now, it'll probably, I would hope, get like a big
I imagine it will. I could see like Indicator or somebody.
That'll be a 4K.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, Indicator or Radiance putting this out, you know.
One of the pluses, though, if you can track this down, there's a Stephen Thrower 32-minute appreciation fucking he does on the film.
Damn,
outstanding, man. I love that guy. I could watch that guy, you know, review anything. But yeah, and he's just as mystified in some of the things that go on in the film as we are as watchers. You know, it's never spelled out, like you say. But yeah, man, I just loved this the first moment I seen it. You know, and like, it's even gone higher for me this time. It's crazy.
And then you see
this whole film will get better on repeat viewings for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry, Dirk. Go ahead.
Oh, you good? You're good.
Yeah.
At the beginning, though, you notice like you see like a butterfly on the mirror too.
Oh yeah.
And then the phone rings. Like, I don't know, man. It's very strange.
And that's her voice as well. The woman who's warning her about her husband cheating is her voice, which makes it even more kind of trippy.
Yeah, it's her voice talking to her on the phone. Like, you know,
Barbara Baxley, I believe, is the voice on the phone at one point.
Yeah, there is a different woman. And then she cuts in. She breaks through the conversation.
The one who warns her about her husband cheating is actually her. She actually did that as well.
Yeah, which is really cool. Barbara Baxley was an actress that Altman was very fond of. And Altman's an interesting director to dive into in general. If you specifically like Images, I would say for sure see Three Women. We might cover that one at some point because Shelley Duvall.
I definitely would like to watch these as the trilogy, though, like the unofficial trilogy.
You know? You don't have to see these movies in order or anything like that. It's not; they're not connected. But
I just to see it one day, just check it out. You know,
as a hilarious addendum, I want to say that. In the very first sequence, when she was getting the phone calls and everything, we get the phone call from the guy, the husband, or at least we're inclined to believe it's the husband, and he gives her that joke. What's black and white, black and white, black and white, and black and white? A nun falling down the stairs.
Right.
I laughed my ass off, not at the joke, but because of the fact that same year in 1972. Woody Allen used that exact same joke word for word in the opening segment of Everything You Always Want to Know About Sex But Were Afraid to Ask, where he plays a jester in a medieval setting.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
And he gives all these horrible castle jokes. I
was gonna say that, like, since you brought that up, he keeps telling her these awful fucking jokes throughout, and she laughs at none of them.
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't she laugh at the one towards the end? I think she does. She gives
she
this
does?
overreaction to the one joke he says towards the end.
yeah, but
But,
either it's his delivery or the joke itself, it just don't work. You know, I don't know.
Well, I don't think
yeah.
that I want to say I don't think that Robert Altman stole from Woody Allen or vice versa. I think that was just a coincidence. You know, that joke was being shared by everybody. And one final thing about that Woody Allen movie is, like, I still think the funniest line in that, when Woody Allen was playing a human sperm and he was about to jump out, you know, he says, "Well, at least he's Jewish." But anyway, yeah, Images is awesome. It's one of the best horror movies of the 70s I've seen.
I'm glad we did it, man. Because
I've been trying to get Dirk to watch this for a long time.
Yeah.
I was going to ask another question. So, what do you think with the little girl? Do you think she sees that little girl as her?
I think I see it as her.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Because there's similarities, you know, in the way they act and, you know, obviously talking the same, you know, but there's so many questions in it in the film, which is great. And the next one as well, because I don't want to jump the gun, but that's very similar in the ambiguity, you know, of these films. But
yeah, I will say, like, if you guys out here are not sold, because I do feel like that's the issue. Robert Altman is just not, nobody ever thought of him as a horror director, and most people thought he never made a real horror movie. And I think that's why this one goes unwatched. It is 100% a horror movie. If you're a fan of 70s cinema, this is essential, I think.
Absolutely.
So check it out. It deserves to be viewed as the horror masterpiece that it is.
Get that early Blu-ray before it's gone forever. Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. I was going to say Nicholas Roeg, very similar director as well, did one horror film, Don't Look Now.
Don't Look Now.
Didn't Roeg
her
have
character,
to do with this? Or no?
What's that one?
Did Roeg have something to do with this film or no?
I don't think so. He may have.
Not the film. He might have done some sort of sit down or something talking about the movie.
Okay,
I could be wrong about that, but that might be what you're thinking.
But if y'all get it, it might be another film that I've seen his name on recently. I don't know. I watch a lot of different things, but like, I gotta mention, man, if you get a chance to see Robert Altman's interviews, I mean, the dude is like a no nonsense kind of guy.
I love the guy. Love him.
He speaks very. It's a different kind of way of speaking. But this dude was a World War II veteran in the Army, in the U.S. Army. So
he does select his theme commentaries.
Fan.
On the blur. Like just certain scenes, he doesn't do a complete audio commentary. But that's worth listening to in itself. Just another quick thing. I found like her character as well reminded me a lot of Laura from Don't Look Now. You know, where certainly early on in Don't Look Now, where you don't know if she's mentally stable, and you got, you know, Don Sutherland's character kind of like.
This is one of the. I would say this is one of the better Unraveling Mind films.
It's got to be right up there, haven't it? Like in the same vein as Repulsion. Maybe not quite as good as Repulsion, but it's definitely in the conversation, and it's definitely top. I don't know, 5 from that book. Hate's a Psychotic Woman.
I was trying to like think. I was thinking, like, I was looking at the poem that she says at the beginning. I was thinking maybe the clues are in that poem, but you'll fucking drive yourself mad if you try to fucking.
Oh yeah.
You fucking try to figure it out through that. No, it's not gonna work.
Robert Altman, oddly enough, was called the American Polanski at one point. I can't remember.
That don't surprise me. But other kind of similar films as well. You've got Elizabeth Taylor in Identikit, you know, where again, I would highly recommend that. I don't know if Stone's seen that. It's also called The Driver's Seat. It was in the early 70s.
And I would say
the fucking payoff in that is unfootball.
That one's on the House of Psychotic Women Blu-ray set.
Right. Yeah. I'd also say Footprints on the Moon.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about that for Rinda Balkan. I think it's her actual best performance for me. Yeah, it's definitely up there as well. Top 5 in these type films. Yeah,
Florinda's amazing as well.
Also, Lizard in a Woman's Skin.
You can put that in there. Yeah.
That ranks higher and higher at the top of my Fulci list. I love Lizard.
I love Lizard as well.
Yeah.
Definitely top 5 or 6. Like,
It's almost impossible to rank his movies because it's just so hard. But Images, I'm curious to get your guys' ratings on this one. Stone, what say you?
4.75 out of 5.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I need to see it again. I need to see it again before I fully commit to 5 out of 5. But I absolutely loved it and can't wait to see it again. Can't wait to get that Blu-ray. Yeah,
You just needed a longer shower scene, and it would have gotten that fine.
Yeah, just a little bit.
How about you guys? Darren, what say you?
So when I first saw it, I absolutely loved it. But it's gone up. I think I originally might have been like an 8.5, 8 to 10. I definitely put it in like 9. And like Stone said, I think I could go higher as well. It could be a 9.5 or 10.
Yeah,
in time, because it just always delivers for me. Always.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Dirk?
Yeah, it's bordering the 10. I'm about the same, man, but I'm gonna give it a strong 9 out of 10.
Nice.
I'll give this one the 10 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they'll round it out. Yeah.
And Stone, I assume you were doing yours out of 5.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
you good?
Yeah, so
That's okay.
9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's that's what I would do.
So before we get on to our second movie, I'm curious, and you may not have an answer, but do you guys have a classic, and we don't even have to say horror, but just a classic film that you haven't watched yet from the 70s or otherwise that's like just still on your list that you've whatever reason you haven't sat down to watch it?
The Omen.
French Connection for me.
Oh,
I've never seen the French Connection.
Get to that immediately.
The Omen. The Omen.
Which we're gonna rectify, Stone.
We're going to rectify that. We're about to rectify that soon. Yeah.
You never watched the Omen, Stone?
Well, it's like I told Dirk and Darren. I'm not a fan of religious horror or or like religious films in general. I mean, it's something that I don't know. It's a complicated thing for me. I mean, it's like, this kid is the Antichrist. Yeah, whatever. He's just a bad seed. Come on.
I can't wait to see what you think of Part 2 because
I'm looking forward to it.
Go-to,
I'm looking forward to seeing all of them now.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I really do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Richard Donner's work. I mean, I love Jerry Goldsmith's work. I mean, it's long overdue. So you'll all hear my assessment of it on the 14th of December on the stream. So,
oh, sweet.
I'm not sure. I don't think this is a 70s film. It's a Barbara Steele film that I haven't seen. The Long Hair of Death.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to hear,
60s, I think. 64.
Yeah, it's 60s. I imagine.
Yeah.
That's
I've
all
got loads of gaps.
Yeah.
Loads of gaps that I've not seen.
Right.
Horror-wise, I think there's not many though. I think I've seen pretty much all I want to see horror-wise, but
just
in
real
terms
quick,
of like the French Connection. Oh, go on, Sam.
Oh yeah, just real quick. Have all you guys seen Possession of Joel Delaney?
Yeah.
No, never.
That is an undiscovered gem. Oh my God, Shirley MacLaine, and she's never done horror before. Like, oh my God, this was insanely good.
That's a TV film, isn't it? I think.
No, it played in theaters. No? It was a Paramount picture. Yeah, it was a Paramount picture.
So this may not be relevant for you. For you guys watching the episode, depending when this drops, but that is half off on Vinegar Syndrome right now for Black Friday on 4K. The Joel Delaney.
Oh hell, okay.
I should have jumped on that. Oh, there's still time, I guess. I can still go.
Yeah,
still time. Yeah.
Well, it'll probably survive another few sales. So.
Oh sure. Yeah.
So all right. So that's Images. I'm glad we finally got to talk about that one. And we got another film up next from 1975 and director Peter Weir, and it is Picnic at Hanging Rock. And in this film, based on an acclaimed 1967 novel by Joan Lindsay, Picnic at Hanging Rock is set at the turn of the 20th century and concerns a small group of students from an all-female college who vanish along with the chaperone while on St. Valentine's Day outing. Okay, so this was, again, based on a 1967 novel by the same name by Joan Lindsay. This was voted the greatest Australian film of all time by the Australian Film Institute and other critics and industry people. This is extremely well regarded, really kind of the forefront of that Aussie New Wave cinema. And we've never talked about this one before, even on Region Free. I don't believe we've ever talked about Picnic at Hanging Rock. So now, Darren, what do you think? Was this a first time watch for anybody?
Yeah, this was the first time for me.
Awesome.
I've looked into it a few times by watching this. I can never get like a definitive answer to whether it's a horror film, a thriller, or what have you, but it's always kind of piqued my interest. Going into it this time, man, I loved it. I mean, so creepy. Again, it doesn't tell you the whole facts of the what's going on. Even towards the end, we don't really get a definitive answer.
Right.
But it's just so unique. It's got that early 1900 costume designer drama, which is perfect. The way they look, the way they sound, and all that. And it's just got this eerie creepiness about it, even though it's like done in like bright sunlight where they are, and there's a mystery around this hanging rock. And it's just, I don't know, man. I just loved it. I mean, you got John Jarrett. What's not to love about a young John Jarrett?
Yeah.
Rachel Roberts as well. She's
Head
superb.
on a stick. Is it Head on a Stick from Wolf Creek?
Well, I don't want to go on a tangent, but with John Jarrett, I was watching a documentary on YouTube a couple of months ago, and his career kind of stalled back 3 or 4 years ago when he was up on a historical rape charge.
Oh, wow.
And it almost wrecked his life.
Yeah.
But this documentary, it's on YouTube, and it goes through the whole system, like when he's going through the whole system throughout the trial and all that. And of course, he was like, innocent.
Exonerated, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, if you get a chance to watch that, and that's probably explains why he wasn't, there.
Wolf Creek 3 is coming. It is coming.
I fucking love him in Wolf Creek films as
and
well.
the show.
Oh, yeah. I love the show, too. I haven't seen the second
really
season, but the first season.
Oh, yeah, he's actually in that, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Wolf Creek, again, without going onto a tangent, is one of my favorite slashers of the 2000s. I think it's probably in my top 5 of the
And
2000s.
you can't mention him without mentioning Next of Kin. Highly recommend.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably my favorite Australian film, period.
That's another one with like shining vibes throughout in the hotel.
Very much like The Shining.
Yeah.
In a way, it does its own thing. But anyway, I had to bring it up a little bit.
He's an actor in general. I would suggest, he's a huge star in Australia, obviously, but go back through his filmography. There's a lot of gems to be found there. It's nice Wolf Creek kind of blew up, and international audiences took more of a look at him.
He's such a damn bastard of a villain too, man.
Oh
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
You can't think of anyone else in that role. He just completely fucking 100% nails it. And it's almost like, I think he based it on Crocodile Dundee's character, and then kind of ramped it up a little bit but yeah. I mean, he's never, I don't think, ever gonna top that, to be honest. The original anyway.
You think that's a knife? Oh no, this is a knife.
That's a knife.
That's a knife.
That's a great,
Brilliant.
Yeah.
This is also kind of a movie, again, very important to Aussie cinema, because at the time, comedies like Alvin Purple and films like that were really kind of dominating their box office, and I've always been a big fan of Australian cinema.
Me too.
I've always loved Australia just in general. It's kind of a dream trip for me to go out there.
And they're
You got to let people know, though, this is set in 1900. So this might not be for everyone. I know a lot, like my wife, she can't watch period piece films with me. So, like, I told her, I said, this is really well regarded. I've never seen it, and we sat down and she was out. So it might not move for everybody.
It's a slow burn, I will say that.
Yeah.
The first half hour, 45 minutes, but I love that anyway. But I can see why people like Tasha wouldn't get into it,
Right.
That's funny because I've noticed that actually Todd at Flesh Wound, he there's something about certain period pieces, like he checks out. There's a new movie coming out that I think looks hilarious called Fackham Hall. It's like a parody of Downton Abbey. And I think it looks hilarious.
I'm sold.
But like he saw the trailer because I brought it up. He's like, that looks like a piece of shit. And I was like, Todd, it looks hilarious. What are you talking about?
Right.
But yeah, sometimes just I don't know, Victorian era sort of stuff like just doesn't hit for everybody. But yeah, no, I mean, just getting back to this one. Stone, what do you think about Picnic at Hanging Rock? Was it a first time watch or?
Oh no, I've been a fan of this movie for 20 years. Peter Weir, I mean, very interesting director. He's mostly well known in the States, I think, for directing what is it? The movie that Harrison Ford was nominated for an Oscar, Witness. Yeah. And then he did a really good companion piece to that with Harrison Ford called The Mosquito Coast, where for once Harrison Ford played a villainous, psychotic character, and he was amazing in that. But Peter Weir, I mean, Australian cinema, the Australian New Wave, it really started with two films. Nicholas Roeg's Walkabout in 1971.
Great.
And also Wake in Fright, directed by Ted Kotcheff, who later did First Blood, and starring Donald Pleasance as the school teacher that gets stuck in this remote Aussie outback town called the Yabba, where everybody drinks and everybody gambles, and then they go out kangaroo hunting. Man, you want to talk about landmark. That is a landmark film, I mean, internationally. And it was like lost for like 40, 50 years until it was fully restored only just like a few years ago. But, I mean, Picnic at Hanging Rock is definitely up there. I mean, it's a mystery that retains all the mystery. It's a tantalizing, very teasing, very oddly sensual when you really, really think about it. When you really, I mean, it just, I mean, of course, everybody's going to walk away with their, completely different interpretations, completely different theories. I'm just going to say my only theory about the whole thing, especially after I saw it for the first time, it's when, okay, I'm not going to give that detail away, but I'm just going to say is that, I mean, this was on Valentine's Day in 1900. Early in the film, you see the schoolgirls like reading poetry to each other and sending valentines to each other. And then, they scurry off into the mountain. And I am convinced, and this is just me, but I am convinced that there was something sexual going on, that some of the school teachers knew that there was something sexual going on. I mean, we don't know exactly, of course, but see, despite that, I mean, you could view it as like, maybe this place is like a UFO hotspot.
Right.
It has a weird, it has a weird, bizarre effect on people when they go up, like they take off their shoes and stockings, and they like automatically pass out and go to sleep at certain points. I mean, and it gets unusually hot, and it just it's so it's creepy and spooky and mysterious, and it's just it haunts you after you see it. It haunts your dreams after you see it.
I
And
believe
they
it was.
mentioned
Yeah.
they
Oh, go ahead.
mentioned on the bus. They mentioned I think the one of the teachers mentions that this place is like over 1 million years old or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a volcanic settling or whatever from a volcano.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But she mentions that. But then when they get there, their watches stop. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody's watches stop. There's like
Yep.
some kind of strange magnetism. And why the fuck are they going there in the first place? It never explains.
It's like a
You know?
tourist place, I presume.
Well, I'm just
So-
saying that what's the lead lady? She's like the principal lady or whatever. I don't know.
Mhm.
She's a
Miss Appleyard played.
yeah,
Yeah,
Miss Appleyard.
yeah.
She's like, there's fucking poisonous spiders, snakes, and all this shit, and you're like, why the fuck are they going there?
Well, and
Well,
we
in
don't
the-
see
in-
any of
just
them, but
like-
there's like animals all over the place of different species just watching people, monitoring
Yeah.
what they're doing. You know, it's so creepy. It gets under your skin, goosebumps. Like,
Do you know what? In the original, sorry, Stone. Sorry. I cut you
yeah.
off there. In the original manuscript, there was like a hole, almost like a portal, where the girls actually, you know, that's explained how they disappeared,
Mhm.
which they didn't bring to film. Obviously,
There was a
I
chapter
don't think it would have
18.
worked.
There was
Yeah.
a chapter 18 called "The Secret of Hanging Rock," and Joan Lindsay didn't want it released until her death.
Yeah,
And then that was released in 1987.
Oh,
And it actually explains, but it don't fully explain it. It just says that the two girls or the three girls and the teacher, they transition into there's an otherworldly transformation
Mhm.
that they go into this portal and shit.
it's like a hole. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the
Mhm.
rock.
But her editor advised her against it when she first wrote the book. She's like, no,
Yeah. Keep
let's
it a
don't do
mystery. Keep it a
Yeah.
mystery. Yeah.
And they actually
it's still
say
kind of a mystery though. And if you think about it,
it
like,
is. Yeah,
even though they transport otherworldly to this other fucking dimension, still like why and how and what the fuck, you know? Like,
they actually say this is a true story. But then, you know, at the
Right.
beginning it's hinted that it's a true story. I think he actually asked Joan Lindsay, you know, what the deal was there, and she said, "Don't ever ask me that question."
She wouldn't confirm or deny.
But
Yeah.
some weird shit happened after the film. Actually, there was a 14-year-old girl. I think it was in 1980. She went up to see the, you know, in real life, this rock and that, and she went missing for 5 days. Come back, and there was all mystery with that. I think another couple of girls went up there as well since, or, you know, recently. I think 2021 even, and they were saying they got you know, it's probably bullshit, but they say they got kind of fucking UFO type.
got
fucking-
molested by
yeah.
Aliens.
Well, they lost time, they
Probed.
lost time and all that. But I think the 2021 case is bullshit. I don't know about the girl. Apparently, that was true in 1980. So,
It's a,
you know,
I mean, again, obviously, real location in Victoria, Australia, and it's stunning.
Oh yeah.
it
you
looks
know,
a
It's
million
crazy
dollars.
when you see it.
Yeah.
Like, you see all these faces and shit in the rocks, and
Yeah,
you know, it's creepy as shit. Like when you're looking
Oh
up,
my god.
you
yeah.
see it's like in the clouds too. Like there's like this fog, cloud, mist type shit around it.
He won a BAFTA, I think. The guy, the cinematographer in this,
Mm,
he actually won a BAFTA, and I can see that completely.
totally.
Yeah, it looks
it's
amazing.
Peter Weir's always talked about it. It's a mystery without a solution, and that's a complicated thing to pull off.
Yeah.
And in fact, I want to say there's a story he tells, like seeing it at the movies, and he went to the bathroom and some guy came in after him at the urinal. He was just like, "That's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. I don't
Right.
even know what happened."
Yeah,
Some guy threw a
mystery-
cup of coffee at the screen, apparently, that he was so
Yeah.
pissed off that there wasn't an expation. If
Yeah,
there's an
so
explanation, there is no mystery. You
a
dig
mystery
it?
with
Yeah.
no resolution.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It had a lot of you know, different reactions, but the beautiful flute music and just the really just a hallucinogenic kind of vibe about it. It's, again, this is the definition of a slow burn. So this is another movie. This is not going to be for everybody.
Right. It is a very slow pace. You got to pay attention though. Like, so there's a part with the teacher where because the big girl that don't get took, she's running screaming, and she says that she didn't want to tell, but she told him that the teacher was inappropriate. She was like, didn't have her skirt on or something.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that kind of plays off of what Stone was saying, like with the sexual shit.
There
Plus,
was something
they're like
sexual going on.
they're virgin girls, like going up to this
Mhm.
thing. So it kind of reminds me. I started thinking about Valentine's Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before Valentine's Day, it was called Lupercalia in the Roman times. And they would slaughter a fucking goat and a dog and make whips out of and they ran around and whipped women with the fucking with these thongs for fertility. Like, so I don't know if that has anything to do with this, but I was thinking about that shit. The Lupercalia festival, it used to be.
All the years later, 50 Shades of Grey comes out, and it works again.
Right, yeah. And it was the sex lottery too. So they got sexually paired with someone.
Yeah.
Until the next year. So
there's
like, do you guys think Mrs. Appleyard is in on this?
No,
I think she knows something.
You do?
I think she knows something.
I do,
She looks like so distraught. Like
Rachel Roberts.
She's about to lose our
unbelievable performance.
Pretty much her funding for her school and shit.
But there's something I'm not going to say what.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, she's more concerned about the school's reputation,
right,
than about these girls. You know, it's like, I mean, she doesn't want
pretty
accurate.
Without giving it away, I'm not going to say what happens to her character, but towards the end, do you think that's like an admission of guilt? Maybe what happens to her, or it's kind of just left open ended. Really, you don't really know, which is great, but.
She's
definitely got something to do with it because of what happens at the end. She has to have something to do with it.
I don't know though, because she looks legit like she's shocked. Like when they first tell her, you know, like
she just seems like a sinister presence all the way through to me.
She is, but I don't know if she had anything to do with it. You know, I don't know. But I mean, there's so many questions with this fucking movie.
I didn't take it as she had anything to do with it. This is a movie too, and it's been I can't remember who said it, but it's been compared to Twin Peaks, where it becomes less about who killed Laura Palmer as the show goes on, and this becomes less about the girls necessarily. It's a really interesting movie. It's won multiple viewings. I think it is rewarded. And it inspired a lot. There's a show that I'm quite fond of called The Leftovers. This specifically inspired the second season of The Leftovers. It's a good mystery type show. It really has the feel of a French movie in a lot of ways. That's kind of the vibe I would describe Picnic at Hanging Rock to somebody who hasn't seen it yet. And I mean, Peter Weir has done amazing work. Last Wave is a movie that I like a lot that he directed. Dead Poets Society. I mean, he has a pretty flawless record. Yeah, he really does. And I always love about these Australian movies at the time. I mean, Stone, I think you mentioned Walkabout and Wake and Fright.
Oh,
wonderful classics. Some of my favorite movies. And it's really kind of about what happens when modern society meets the untouched and the ancient.
Yes.
Don't forget Turkey Shoot.
Yeah, well, that's another classic.
Oh,
for sure.
No, but Peter, one we didn't mention that's very relevant to today is the Truman Show.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he did,
Definitely.
That's very relevant because
good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah, right.
We're
all on TV now, right? I mean, fuck.
Peter Weir's still with us. He stopped making movies in 2010. Yeah, Truman Show's great. Probably Jim Carrey's second best movie after Eternal Sunshine, I think. It's
I've never seen Eternal Sunshine. So.
Oh, it's
Eternal
awesome.
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is very good.
And
Yeah.
I Love You, Philip Morris, which I know. Look, I know homophobes are going to freak out over that movie, but look, you know, he has a on-screen relationship with Ewan McGregor, where they fall in love in prison. It's based on a true story about a guy that actually escaped from prison 5 times to be with the man that he loves. 100% true story. It's insane. It's from the guys that wrote and directed Bad Santa.
That's fucking odd, ain't it? That's crazy.
Sam and I did a show on it, but I was going to say real quick, going back to Rachel Roberts as Mrs. Applegate or Miss Appleyard. What I meant is that I think she knows that there's something sexual going on between the girls and the teachers, but she doesn't know exactly what happened at Hanging Rock. That's what I meant. And you know, Rachel Roberts was one of the legendary British actresses. I mean, she's in one of my favorite movies of all time called A Lucky Man, directed by Lindsay Anderson and starring Malcolm McDowell, where she has multiple roles in it. Every cast member has multiple roles in that. And I just love her in the beginning where she picks out Mick Travis because he knows how to smile and he knows how to sell coffee. You know, it's like, and there's this great seduction scene with the both of them that's legendary. Yeah, and I was going to finally say one more thing is that there is a mini series that came out a few years ago with Natalie Dormer.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah,
in the Miss Appleyard. It's on Tubi. It's on Tubi. There's 6 episodes. I only was able to squeeze in 2 of them. But it's really, really good. And they do approach the story in a completely different way while still retaining the elements of the original story and everything. It probably has more from the book. I haven't read the book yet, unfortunately. It probably does have more from the book, but well worth checking out. Even though I wasn't able to finish it, well worth checking out. You got my endorsement on that. And finally, you know, this movie just got a re-release this year in 4K and everything. This is a rare instance where I think this is one of the maybe a dozen or so movies I've seen in my lifetime. I think it's perfect. I wouldn't change not one single detail or note of anything in this movie. I think it's perfect film. You know, I can't go any higher in my praise than that. I really can't. And get the Criterion. You know, the Criterion. Yeah. It's
I need to get that. Yeah,
I do have it. Yeah,
gorgeous transfer. You know, so many extra features on it, and
it's loaded.
Loaded, absolutely loaded. This is a wonderful. Yeah.
I also like an hour documentary, I think.
Yeah, it's got a very, very good doc. It does.
And it has the actual Joan Lindsay on there. You get to see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, who's that actress? She's. I mean, that one shot when she's stepping over the water. It's like done in slow motion, but you can't really tell. It's like it's pretty damn good.
So beautiful. And I didn't bring up also legendary Aussie actress Jackie Weaver, who plays Minnie in this film. She was also actually in Alvin Purple, a huge comedy. She's become quite famous in the last 20 years or so in the U.S. because she's popped up in everything from Silver Linings Playbook to The Voices and Disaster Artist. Like she's great. I love her in Animal Kingdom.
She got an Oscar nomination for Animal Kingdom, which is another great Australian movie. Yeah,
Animal Kingdom, Dirk and Darren, add that to your list.
Not the Stephen King shit, right?
No. This is completely different. It's about a crime family in Australia.
It was adapted as an American TV show 7 or 8 years ago, but the Animal Kingdom movie is very, very good. You guys
totally swept the Australian Film Academy Awards that year. I think it got like 8 or 9. It was like it blew everybody out.
Is it better than Bad Boy Bubby?
Ooh, I love Bad Boy Bubby.
Not seen it. Not seen it, admittedly.
That is another one. Like,
Yeah.
kind of
That's
a
a
theme
must.
for tonight. Is it a horror movie? Is it not?
Mhm.
What the fuck is this?
That's a must. We
Yeah.
got to do that at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can do Bad Boy Bubby. I'm a huge fan of Australian cinema in general. Not Quite Hollywood is one of my favorite documentaries.
Yeah, Mark
Richard-
Hartley, I think, made
Mark
that.
Hartley, yeah.
Richard Franklin's Patrick.
Yeah.
It honestly, I mean, there are bad Australian movies, but by and large, like, you're probably in for a good time if you dive
Mhm.
into an
Oh,
Australian.
yeah.
I don't think there's too many that I can think of that I've seen that I didn't like.
Yeah,
Australian.
they have a great record. I mean, great
Oh, yeah.
genre record in general. Some of
And
the
another reason to watch Bad Boy Bubby is Forrest Gump completely ripped it off.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fuck Tom Hanks. So my bad. I gotta say that out loud. I mean,
That's
but,
okay.
shit.
He killed the
Boy
girls,
Bubby.
obviously, at The Rock. He was hanging
yeah,
out.
yeah, that was Tom Hanks back there.
It came out the same year as Forrest Gump, actually.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, I'm joking, of course, but it's similar if you think about it in some twisted fucking way.
Yeah.
I might be thinking this is wrong, but was Road Game set in Australia?
That's Richard Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that was shot in
Yeah, it is.
Australia. Yeah. And a lot of the Australian crew got pissed off when they put in Jamie Lee Curtis because Tony Curtis was a producer. And he put in Jamie Lee Curtis after another Australian actress couldn't do it because they were like, well, look, this is an Australian film. We need to have Australian actors and showcasing them and everything. But honestly, Jamie Lee Curtis is only in it for 20 minutes at best.
Yeah.
But I like Road Games too, man. I mean, Richard
Road
Franklin.
Games was fantastic.
Yeah. Mhm.
Stone, have you seen Next to Kin? The one Dirk mentioned earlier?
Yeah, Next to Kin is fucking amazing.
1982 it is. Don't get it mixed up with
Yeah, it's not the one with
Not Patrick Swayze.
No,
Swayze.
no, this is 1982. I would love to cover that.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
I
Next
gotta
to
check
Kin.
that. Oh, John Jarrett.
So-
Oh, hell yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta see
That's
it.
what I'm saying. He's in Next to Kin.
It's one of those underrated gems that no one knows about.
Nobody talks about it.
Fucking superb. Like,
You will have to link me that documentary on John Jarrett. I'm very curious.
yeah,
to-
yeah. I think it was like ABC. The news covered it. But yeah, I'll try and pick it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he was cleared, but I never really got the full story.
Oh yeah, this follows the whole procedure. Like
No,
when he goes.
we should
through
do a
the
whole
trial.
show on John Jarrett's movies.
Yeah, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's I mean, I'm down to do Next of Kin. I mean, he's done I mean, John Jarrett is, again, go down his resume. I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff. And it's a shame he lost so many years over that. But I mean, oh God. I mean, I'm just kind of like thumbing through
He's got to be one of the best like character actors ever for me.
Yeah.
He's one that you don't get many, some actors always throw in a bad performance here and there, but with him, from what I've seen, he's just completely like superb in every kind of role, whether it be a big part or a small part or whatever.
Yeah, he nailed it. He's always memorable. Have you guys watched his crocodile film Dark Age from 1987?
That's one I've not. I've always wanted to.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Rogue.
I haven't seen too many with him, but the ones I've seen, I loved everything I've seen him in. So.
We'll have to do Dark Age at some
Yeah.
point. That Dark Age is also one that I like a lot.
I mean, we could do John Jarrett. We could definitely do another Australian one. I think that'd be good to do as well.
Yeah. I'm definitely down. And I mean, Picnic at Hanging Rock, it's another movie. It's going to be too ambiguous and too slow for a lot of people.
I will say,
yeah,
I don't think this is one that I could watch regularly. Like, I don't think I could watch it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to watch this and then watch it next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's not one of those kind of films.
It's not a casual watch either.
Yeah, I respect it for what it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful film. It's done very well. I'm gonna tell you, it's a 10 out of 10 film. But But like I said, I don't think I'll be going back to it regularly. Maybe once every couple years or so. You know,
I get that as well.
And like you said about period films, I mean, the thing is, I got a little sad there because look, I mean, period pictures is why I fell in love with film in the first place. Because if you really think about it, it's the only way that we could truly time travel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I was trying to explain to my wife. I was like, look, you know, these people, I mean, when it's done well, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But sometimes it's like Cheech and Chong or some shit, and it don't work, you know. But
I mean, Back to the Future. That's, you know, that was a major portion of my film education, you know, and just we can go to all these different places and we can present these different stories in different historical contexts, you know. And visually, I mean, if you find books boring, if you don't want to read a giant encyclopedia on a certain period or topic, you know, films have that capability, and that's why I love it. I mean, I'm with you, man. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this is a perfect movie. Perfect movie.
For me, because I've only seen it once, I know it's one of those films that's going to go higher and higher. It's almost bordering like on an 8 to 10, and that's just after one watch.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be at least a 9.5 in time. I was going to say as well to the viewers, don't go in expecting a whodunit, because you think it's going to be that when I first started to watch it. And
there's no resolution.
No. So be prepared. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
There's really no resolution with either one of these films, though.
There's not. And that's what.
Perfect.
I love movies like that.
Perfect double bill. Perfect double bill. Images and Picnic at Hanging Rock.
I don't know who come up with I think it was Dan that come up with the actual pairing of them, because I know he's mentioning to do images.
We
but
said
perfect.
Yeah, I had mentioned let's do some ambiguous film.
And,
yeah.
And then y'all came up with the titles. So.
Yeah, we well, it looks like we'll have a John Jarrett one next time, because that sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You mentioned like the period pieces, and I mean we're at a time where I think a lot of people maybe
don't
more
care.
Maybe sadly, but then the people like us, it's like, man, I'd like to go see what it was like in 1900 in Victoria
without fucking cell phones and
exactly. That's
screens
the problem.
I think we'd all love to live a day or two in back in certain time periods, wouldn't we? Even, you know, maybe a week would, you know, back in the year 900, I would love to do that. But
a lot of this kind of like they're devolving now with the phones and everything. It's just it's like I think a lot of us that remember a time without, you know, devices,
phones and internets. Remember Rolodexes?
You made sure you had change in your pocket.
Yes.
Payphone.
Exactly.
Can you actually imagine going back to like one of the first very like cinemas and watching like a Charlie Chaplin or watching a 1920s film in the cinema?
Right.
Imagine that as an experience.
I mean, there are people still around that don't have to imagine, but like I would love to go back and just experience something like The Exorcist with a regular audience going in to see it, because or Frankenstein.
That's a great that would be
something like Frankenstein was absolutely shocking to people 90 plus years ago.
Or even going back to like the grindhouses in New York in the 80s and watching
New York Ripper.
Exactly.
That's why it always irritates me when I hear somebody say like something that's very old, or they're just like, oh, this is a piece of shit that it's done so much better today. And I'm just like, you got to put your mind in that time, man. Not only that, I mean, just because blood's all over the screen don't mean it's fucking better.
No.
As an addendum, can I just say that as an addendum that look, I mean, you know, part of my film education was Chaplin. I mean, you know, I saw the Gold Rush when I was 7, and I was just like, wow, you know, nobody was watching Gold Rush when they were 7 years old. I mean, you know, The Great Dictator, you know, Modern Times. And when I was 12 years old, I was probably the only 12-year-old in the world that bought a ticket to see the movie Chaplin with Robert Downey Jr. as the Little Tramp. I went to go see it in a theater. It wasn't packed, you know, it wasn't, it bombed, unfortunately, and originally released. But I just saw Chaplin again just a few weeks ago, and just there are some mesmerizing moments of the early days of cinema, how they shot everything, how they edited everything.
Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr., I mean, of course, he's now like on top of the world right now. I mean, he got his Oscar for Oppenheimer, Iron Man, all that good stuff. He was nominated for Chaplin, but he lost to Al Pacino because that was like a long overdue thing. And but he did win the BAFTA, and that's significant because, of course, Charlie Chaplin was British, and of course, he went through his own political turmoil about being kicked out of America because of his supposedly communist politics, but it's not true at all. It was all bullshit. I mean, J. Edgar Hoover had like, a file of like 500 pages on Chaplin because he really just wanted to get at him for not having his, idealism of America or whatnot. I mean, Chaplin, it really, really captures that time. It really understands who this genius was. I mean, and Robert Downey Jr. gives a performance for the ages, I think. Absolutely.
I've seen that fairly recently, and I didn't know it bombed when it came out.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. I
did.
think he completely nails that character. But Chaplin had his dark moments, man. Back in,
He did.
He was
did.
into underage girls, and
yeah. One of those underage girls is played by Mila Jovovich, who comes out. She puts on some lipstick and she walks out almost completely naked to Chaplin on the bed. This is a PG-13 movie, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
But I was for me, like on Christmas time, they used to show a lot of Harold Lloyd. And I love Harold Lloyd. Me and my dad, we bonded over them because we sit down and watch them.
One of the funniest geniuses who ever lived. Oh,
brilliant!
Man.
Absolutely brilliant.
If you guys ever want to dive, you probably might know about it, but dark story involving Chaplin and X-Files. There was an episode of X-Files during the 4th season called Home, which was
with the mutants.
Yeah, it was so disturbing that it was like actually banned from Fox for several years. And even if you know nothing about X-Files, you're watching this thinking like, holy shit, I can see if that just aired on, network TV, how that would have disturbed people. It's based on a Charlie Chaplin story where he was staying at this farmhouse somewhere. I won't spoil it all, but it's nightmare fuel.
Is it online?
The episode should be. I mean, it's called Home. It's a season. I want to say season 4.
It is season 4. It's kind of like The Hills Have Eyes type.
Yeah,
it's type episode, I should say.
You don't need. I mean, X-Files is phenomenal. It's even more so nowadays with all of the conspiracy theory stuff out there. Some of which that's come true. Like X-Files is a ride. But that episode, you don't need to know anything about it. Sit down, watch it, and read about the actual Chaplin story. It's bizarre.
I've seen that episode, but I don't know the Chaplin connection and all that, but I'm interested in it because that's definitely one of my favorite episodes.
If I remember, it was a younger Chaplin, and he was broke and staying at this farmhouse where, I won't spoil it, but it's pretty creepy.
I can't wait to dig into that stuff.
I do want to know. I'm curious to see what y'all think.
And I'm 10 out of 10 too, by the way, if I didn't say it.
I'm like 8.5, but I think I said then.
Just for a fun exercise, what do you think happened in Picnic at Hanging Rock?
I gave my theory.
Right. Yeah, you gave yours.
I didn't really have a theory, to be honest, but going by what Stone said makes a lot of sense to me. There's definitely an undercurrent of like a sexual thing going on.
That's definitely there. I feel like
that's also taken away her 18th chapter. Just disregard what she said in her 18th chapter.
Yeah.
There's a line.
I mean, you could go with the UFO thing as well. That works perfectly too. Like the Bermuda Triangle.
Do you think the Aborigines people
That's
snatched him up.
possible. Yeah,
You know?
that's definitely
That's
possible.
what I was thinking. Like, were they? But then you got the whole angle with the watches stopping. So there's some.
But the
things
one
that are-
girl turns up as well, doesn't she?
Yeah. And there's
Who
one girl
originally
that
goes missing.
nothing happens to her, and then the
Doesn't.
big girl screams, but you don't know what the fuck she screamed at. So.
Yeah.
Did the one girl
Yeah.
know know more than what she was letting on at the end? You know,
There's
The one
that
comes back
line.
into it.
It
where
also
she-
shows classism, right? Where like
Yeah.
they all turn on that one girl when she comes back.
Yep.
She's dressed in
Yep.
red and shit. And
Yeah.
Well, you've got the royalty aspect with those characters as well, haven't you? The
Yeah.
the well-to-do type. Yeah.
There is that line where she's like, "You got to learn to love someone else but me," which also kind of something.
that is kind of weird. Like
Mm.
she was the leader of all this.
Yeah.
Like she
Mhm.
knew something that they didn't know.
Something
Yeah.
was up.
Yeah.
Something was up.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
it
she's
is.
a fucking alien. I don't know, but
It is one of those movies you
I'm
might have
taking
to
these
watch.
girls with me.
Fucking
You gotta
anything's
watch it a
possible.
few times, and again, if you're like staring at your phone or half paying attention, this movie's not going to do anything for you.
Not gonna work.
Hey,
Like
hey,
I said, my wife checked out in the first 15 minutes. You know?
hey,
Yeah.
maybe like Earth girls are easy. Maybe they were hoping to get sex with aliens. You know,
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe in this
you've definitely got to be in that mindset of a slow burn. You got to sit yourself down. You got 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or what have you.
I
Yeah,
mean, do
absorb
yourself
the
a-
details. Just absorb the.
That's what I was
details.
saying.
Yeah.
Put yourself in the time frame of the film.
Exactly. Yeah. Mhm.
Do you guys, a good thing to close on, do you have a favorite unsolved mystery of some kind that always sort of stuck in your head? Like just some case that never fully got solved, or
I'll go last.
Mine's going to
Well,
be obvious. Mine's the obvious Jack the Ripper case.
Mine
That's
would be the-
kinda
Oh, yeah.
intrigued me.
Mine would be because it's so local to me. The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The Phantom
Yeah.
Killer.
But it's
Yeah.
so close to me. I'm like 45 minutes from Texarkana. So
yeah, Jack the Ripper. It wasn't it like officially confirmed. I always forget the name, but the Polish guy,
Kalinsky? Yeah. I
was
think
that
it's
not
Kalinsky.
kind of confirmed at this point?
They pretty much they got the shawl of one of the dead prostitutes and they
Yeah.
kind of found his DNA on there.
Yeah,
But just to be different as well, before Stone says is there was a case in the 1960s in London, and they deemed it the Jack the Stripper killings, and people like these young women were turning up in the Thames. They actually thought it was the boxer at the time, Freddie. I think can't think of his second name, but Freddie, the UK boxer, and he was like a major fucking. They thought it was him. And I think it never got solved, but it transpired that there was a guy that pretty much lived near where I am in Wales.
Mhm.
And he killed like these 2 young girls when he was younger, went to prison and all that. They let him out. He went to live in London, and these girls were just turning up dead within like a stone's throw away from where he was located. Literally when he came out of prison, so they knew it was him. But it never
Yeah.
got officially there's docs on YouTube as well with that. But sorry, Storm, go for it, man.
Oh well, the very first Hollywood scandal. A lot of people think it's Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle, but in actuality, there was a silent film star called Olive Thomas. She made only 16 movies. She was the sister-in-law to Mary Pickford, who of course was America's sweetheart. She was the queen of Hollywood at that time, married to Douglas Fairbanks. Well, Olive Thomas was known as the most beautiful woman in the world. Her films were box office smashes in the late 1910s. And in 1920, she made a movie called The Flapper, which instigated that whole movement of the 1920s with the flappers and everything. Well, she went to Paris with her husband, Jack Pickford. And basically, she died after she ingested mercury bichloride, which had been prescribed to her husband for his syphilis.
Oh.
We don't know if it was an accident or a murder or a suicide.
that is true.
Because, and
Yeah.
I have looked into this case extensively. I wrote a whole screenplay about it called The Flapper. you know, I mean, I was actually hoping that, you know, somebody would be interested in this. But the thing is that the most bizarre and I think creepy aspect of the whole thing, you know, the thing is that Jack Pickford was a drunkard. He was a deserter. He refused to serve in World War One, and in fact, he even blackmailed the higher ups with like Hollywood starlets to have sex with, so he wouldn't go to the front lines. And he kept on begging Olive for weeks and weeks and weeks. We need to go to Paris. We need to go to Paris. We need to go to Paris. You know what he did? They went on a ship. They celebrated his birthday. They arrived in Paris. Jack Pickford left her there. He abandoned her, flew to London, supposedly for film shots. No. He went there with Owen Moore, Mary Pickford's first husband, and they were homosexual lovers.
Oh, damn.
shit.
Why the hell would you leave your wife, who's considered the most beautiful woman in the world, in Paris alone? Look,
see, that's shit like this. I like delving into stuff.
This is a woman that deserves a movie made about her, because you know, Mary Pickford was known as America's sweetheart. Olive Thomas was known as everybody's sweetheart. And here's the big thing of all. Mary Pickford, you know, box office queen. But Olive Thomas, when her last film came out posthumously called Everybody's Sweetheart, for once it actually eclipsed Mary Pickford.
Oh, interesting.
It's kind of weird that doctors prescribed mercury for different shit back in the day, right?
Yeah.
One night with Venus. One night with Venus
wild,
means
man.
one night with, yeah.
Hey, did you find this out? Is there a documentary we can watch on this, or is it just...
There is a documentary out there called Everybody's Sweetheart. I think it's online. So there is an hour-long documentary, but of course, I mean, you know, you got to watch The Flapper too, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
She plays a 16-year-old rebellious girl that goes to this school up in New York. And she ends up just going full flapper. Like, you know, she starts drinking and carousing with Wall Street executives. And it's insane.
Wow.
It's just insane. And this was, of course, a box office phenomenon when it came out in 1920 in the early days of cinema.
That would have been the Roaring 20s, right?
At the very beginning of the Roaring 20s. Yeah. And
Babylon, that movie Babylon, is that kind of...
Yeah, it's similar. That's part of the reason why that Babylon kind of killed my momentum with The Flapper. We're like, well, yeah, I mean, Babylon bombed hard. I didn't even see it, but yeah, it bombed hard.
I like Babylon. I don't know why.
I liked what I saw of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've mentioned this before, but I had a conversation with Richard Lynch not too long before he died, just about like old Hollywood, and it was so interesting because I mean, he got to meet some of these guys, you know, at the end of their lives and everything, and yeah, I'm fascinated by that time period, and I think Babylon is an overlooked movie. Crazy.
I've got one for everyone, mystery, and I want to see what you guys think. What about the Robert Wagner case with his wife that was overboard? Christopher Walken was on the boat as well.
Yeah.
What was her name? Can we give her name?
Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood. Yeah.
How did you think about that? How did you feel about that?
You know, go ahead, Dan.
I was gonna say, like, I've had a couple boats in my lifetime, so you know, I'm not an expert, but I know a little bit about it. It's entirely possible that she did just have a little too much to drink and fall overboard. I've heard many stories like that where that is just what happened. People die out on the water doing stupid shit all the time.
But why would Wagner try and cover it up though? Because they had a really bad argument where bottles were smashed and
probably just
all
scared.
sorts going on.
I don't know.
There's a
I don't know, man. I don't know.
There's also, I mean, I hate to like say this with, you know, because somebody's dead, but there might have been like a love triangle thing going on.
He was
there's-
jealous of Christopher Walken. Like, she
Yeah,
got really close to
that's-
him, and
That's what I was going to say. I did a commentary several years ago on her last movie, Brainstorm, which had Christopher Walken in it. It was directed by Douglas Trumbull. Pretty good movie, despite the tragedy. But the director was apparently completely oblivious. But according to the script supervisor, Christopher Walken and Natalie Wood were in the dressing room fucking like dogs.
oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And,
yes. And
I mean, does that mean that Robert Wagner or Christopher Walken killed her? Not necessarily.
not
it's
necessarily.
I don't think Walken had anything to do with it, but I think he knows what happened. I think he was in a separate room.
It could be Wagner confronted her,
though?
and it got intense, and
That's
The
the
thing
thing
that gets me like suspicious is Wagner's whole like he won't, if he was up front and said, "Look, she fell overboard" and all that, he was trying to hide so many things. And like Dirk said, maybe he was scared. I don't know, but
And
Yeah,
this
who's
is
to
gonna-
say? I mean,
something
it's hard to
doesn't
say because I mean, no, we weren't there. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah. I mean,
If you
one of those
put your-
things, you know.
if you put yourself in that situation, I mean, obviously it's the wrong move, but some people do have that thought. It's like
Thinking about their career and
mhm.
and that's a different time where something like that could be like the end.
ruin you.
If
Yeah.
you get
He won't even do
Bad
interviews
boy.
now. I think
Yeah.
he's in his 90s. And if
Yeah.
anyone brings it up in an interview, they've tried to like go undercover and get him to confess and all that. And no,
I'm
he just will
wondering-
not talk about it. He will not.
Yeah.
talk
I'm
about it.
wondering if Christopher Walken is going to say something after he dies. But here's the thing that will also
That's when it
raise your-
comes out. Yeah, yeah.
Here's the thing that will always also raise your eyebrow. After Natalie Wood's death, Robert Wagner married the woman who Natalie Wood was a lifelong rival with, which was Jill St. John. They were together in the film Diamonds Are Forever. No. Natalie Wood's sister, Lana Wood, was in Diamonds Are Forever as Plenty O'Toole.
Yeah.
And Jill St. John was the Bond girl. And they were both fighting. They were both having an affair with Sean Connery during the making of that movie. Like, I mean, and Jill St. John kind of won out on that. But yeah, I mean, Lana Wood has always been very outspoken about this and said, no.
She's convinced that Wagner killed her.
She's convinced.
I've seen interviews with
I
her.
don't blame her, and I don't
Yeah.
blame
Was
her.
Jack
one
Nicholson
iota.
involved somehow? Was that his place or?
no,
That was the
that's
Polanski thing.
Darren Tate.
That was the Polanski
Okay,
that
that's
was
Polanski.
controversy. Yeah.
It was his hot tub that the deed was done
Yeah.
in.
Mhm.
Okay.
And of course, the legendary Hollywood mystery, of course, George Reeves, who played Superman in the 1950s.
Yep.
Great movie called Hollywoodland with Ben Affleck as George Reeves and Diane Lane as the woman that he was having an affair with.
Another one that was kind of overlooked.
Very overlooked, and that's Ben Affleck's best performance, hands down.
It probably is. He made a lot of
It
bad
is,
movies
yeah.
around that
Oh
time.
yeah.
I just thought of another mystery now as well. The Black Dahlia. Did that ever? That's never been
Yeah.
solved, have it?
Yeah, and
That's been covered in a couple of films, I think.
that De Palma movie came out the same week as Hollywoodland. It wasn't good.
I seen it. I didn't like it.
It
No,
wasn't good. I was disappointed with De Palma. Oh,
What's
man.
L.A. Confidential about? Is that about Reeves?
No,
No?
that was.
I'm mixing it
I
with
haven't
something.
seen that in forever, man.
That was where Kim Basinger played
Veronica
Lana.
Lake, a Veronica Lake type. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, she was basic. Yeah. I like LA Confidential a lot. I am due a rewatch.
It's
of
been
that.
forever.
Yeah.
I thought there was some kind of mystery element to it. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was corrupt cops and it's a good movie. But I was gonna bring, because what inspired me to ask you guys is somebody was talking to me about Eliza Lamb earlier, which I only think parts of that are mysterious because I think she was having a psychotic break.
I think
And
it
then-
was a psychotic breakdown.
And
Yeah,
I think
she was
tweaked
off her
her.
meds. I think she was off her. I mean, it's a tantalizing mystery, no question.
A
But I-
tweaker, I think. got to her.
Briefly tell me what that was about then, because
Yeah, I don't know.
She
I'm in the
Eliza
dark.
Lamb was the woman who was found in the Cecil Hotel in the water tank.
Okay, I've seen the
in the water
documentary.
tank. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
she's the one where you can see the video of her on
In
the
the
elevator,
elevator. Yeah.
like
Mhm.
she's reacting to stuff.
She's almost
that's not
fighting
there.
with herself, isn't she? Yeah, I've heard of that one. There's a
it's
big docu-series on Netflix.
Was
It's
she
a
trying to
lesson.
do like the Altered States deprivation tank or something?
I don't. Well, see, the only thing about that case that's not explained is there's no way that her or probably even a couple other people could have lifted to get in the tank.
I was gonna say, yeah. It's
I think
never
it was
been
already
explained.
open.
That's
It could
possible.
be.
Yeah.
I think
It
it was
has been
already
open.
open. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
well,
the
and
only,
that,
you know.
and they said
But
that
did
like
they find it open? Did they find it covered? I'm not
I
sure.
think
It
they
was
found
covered.
it covered, but I think it
covered,
was
I think.
already open. Yeah, and somebody just closed it later.
Oh,
I think
like
that's what
unknowingly,
I
you mean.
think. That's
Okay,
what I think.
yeah,
But
The
yeah.
creepy
And-
thing about
and
it,
people
she was
were-
in there a while, so they were
Yes.
bathing and using that
Mhm.
water.
and people were noting the parallels between that and a movie with Jennifer Connelly called Dark Water.
Dark
Yeah.
water, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that one.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
bombed when it came out. I actually like that.
It did. Yeah, sadly. Mhm.
It's an okay remake. The original film is better, but it's a solid
Mhm.
remake. But
Mhm.
well,
The Japanese
guys,
original is always better.
yeah, usually, but that's an okay remake.
Mhm.
So guys, it was great seeing you again. We will be back. Obviously, we're going to do some more Australian stuff, so
Okay.
stay tuned for that. And for any of you out there that aren't subbed, of course, I am Flesh Wound Features and Dirk, Darren. What do you got coming up on? And Stone, who's been on some really great episodes lately. I know you guys did the Apartment Trilogy, which was a really good episode. I still need to listen to your Native American horror show that you did.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
But
Skip
what
the scalp part of that. skip the first half.
Well,
I still have a Scalps poster. It's a great poster. I'll say
Oh,
that. Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
was
very-
But go
Which
for it,
one,
Dirk.
the Western or the Slash?
The slasher. I've
Okay.
got
Slasher.
it.
Yeah. But I was going to say, go for it, Dirk. If you want to tell them what we got.
Yeah, what do
coming
you
up.
got coming up on Subjective Perspective Collective?
So we're going to be covering some Silvio Amadio. We'll be covering Assassination in Rome. Assassination in Rome.
Nice.
and a muck.
65. Amok from 72 with Barbara Boucher and Rizal Baneri. There's
Nice.
a beautiful scene in that film. If you know, you know. And then the last one is so young, so lovely, so vicious from 1975.
Mhm.
So that's got Dagmar Lysander in it. So
Nice.
we're getting back to some Jolly. Assassination's kind of Giallo, but I'd say Euro Spy.
Yeah, Jallo adjacent. Fair enough to say. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
But we got Stone coming up just before
Yeah.
Christmas as well. So we got the Omen series with Stone. We got
Yep.
Black Christmas as a one-off. That should be a good one.
Very
Yeah.
And I think we've got something planned in the January, February time as well with William
Mhm.
Girdler, I believe.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
after next week, we're going to be covering Fernando De Leo as well. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, well, you can't go wrong with DeLeo. So
Caliber
yeah.
9. Yeah.
I have 2 audio commentaries on my channel, Stone Gasman, next week. On Tuesday night, I will be doing a commentary on the 1965 Disney film That Darn Cat with Haley Mills and Dean Jones. And on Saturday night, next Saturday night, I will be doing a commentary on American Dreamer, starring Jo Beth Williams and Tom Conti and Giancarlo Giannini, which is my favorite screwball comedy of all time, just to let everybody know. Mhm.
very cool. Very
Nice.
cool. Yeah. So check all that out. I will have another Hatman episode soon. And yeah, on that note, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We hope all of you out there are having an awesome holiday. Hopefully we'll get to see you again before Christmas. So if not, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and don't go camping near the Hanging Rock, I guess.
Yeah, no, be careful with those turkey basters, you know.
Yeah. Get laid at home. Don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. All right, guys. Good night.